Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So let's just zoom out a little bit here. We're starting off on the daily, and nothing's really changed. There's this level that we've been fighting with all this time at 13,290 to 13,289. I mean, there's a couple of levels that you can use here, but it's that 13,290 area that we have been battling with for, what's that, 25 trading days at the moment. And prior to that, we were battling with it for quite some time as well. I'm still sit on hands on the DAX at the moment. So yesterday we got a green range bar, indecision bar, open and close on our low. Nothing really earth-shattering there. The previous day we did get a red bar, which on Friday we got a red bar which bounced off the bottom here, and that to me is sort of the next level that we're obviously trying to defend, and that is 13,041 or 13,040. You can see there's a lot of candles that have used that as support and resistance in the past as well. I think right now my advice is pretty straightforward. Keep your money in your pocket. It's not worth trying to predict a move up or down at the moment. There's so much transpiring here. I'm going to get on the hour and then I'll give you the different scenarios. But at the moment you can see above and below the moving average on the 3 hour. That is just an indication that there is chaos. This could be seen as a rejection of the moving average and a rejection of a level. In other words, we're looking for another move down here at 13,041. Alternatively, we could just come to close the gap and then another move to the upside. But at this stage, I think there's not much on the table for bigger moves right now. Okay, so first things, we've got this trend line break. Okay, and you can see how we tried to reject it here yesterday and then broke through, and then we coming back. So what we're coming back onto is support, which is 13,185, but we do have the magnet of the gap just below. So we could still come back down, close the gap. So I'm going to add another line here. Let's just do that. So this thing could still move down, come close the gap. That would come and test the trend line. Technically it does give us a higher low. There's our first low, our second low. We don't have another fractal yet, so it'll come down, give us a higher low, and then you could maybe expect a second move. Okay, and that second move would be something like that. Which would take us basically to test these previous highs here. If I look to the left, you'll see it does make sense. There's a lot of potential resistance there at 13,371. So that's kind of the only setup that I see today. And if that happens in 5 minutes, that's a trade for the day. If it happens in 2 days, that's the trade. But I don't see anything else at the moment. So this is the area to watch. 13,150, alternatively 13,185. Don't get too fixated on the gap. Okay, a lot of times it'll bounce off there and the gap will close later. So don't get too fixated on that, but keep it in the back of your mind that it is possible, and be prepared to be in that area as well. And what you could do is just use a 15-minute for that. Okay, so 15 minutes into this area, alternatively down here, and you can see how the trend lines will intersect down here. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. It's probably wise just to play a 15-minute setup on this. And you can see we bounced off a gap here as well. So anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. It's I think it's all topsy-turvy at the moment. Germany going into hard lockdown, which is obviously going to impact us as well. So one of my change of thought right now is just to say, stay out of it, leave it alone. The Nasdaq or the well, not so much Wall Street and the S&P. I think they're also just as confused right now. But the Nasdaq seems to be know what it's doing, and price action is looking pretty good there as well. So, or even Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's also flying into the close. So, for me, I think the DAX is sit on hands. I'm not really interested in this, but if you are going to trade it, just watch these levels and draw your hour levels in and take your profit at every opportunity. Don't try and hang on to it for longer than it's necessary. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.